are all of you doing till now? I'm sure you are progressing and keeping up with all the gratitude practices till now. So welcome from my office. Today's practice is about success. Yes, and this success is related to our work. So take a moment to see that, are you happy with your work? Do you go to office happily every day, or you drag yourself through office? So what do I mean by that? That when you go to office, you're thinking about going to office is like, oh, not another day, or you jump up with excitement and you look forward to your projects at office. It's very important. Take a moment and notice how you are feeling in your work right now. Talking about myself, I am so super duper excited every day to come to my work because I love my work. And honestly, every single day when I enter into my office, I pay gratitude for that. I'm so happy for the office, for each and everything that I have in my office, because I created this office with love. Love is another thing that we will come to later on in our journey together. But right now we are talking about having magical success in our work as well. Now, how can we develop this success at office? By now you must have identified that whether your work excites you or it depresses you. If it depresses you, we need to change it. And if it excites you, we need to take it to a next level so that you get more success in your work. Now, how to do that? From today onwards, you imagine that there is a manager, an imaginary manager with you. And by the way, I always wanted a secretary with me, and I miraculously attracted a secretary. And do you know how? I will tell you later on in another video. You can see that how did I magically attract a secretary. So, coming back to your imaginary secretary, you imagine that there is someone who is with you 24/7 since you enter into your office. So the secretary is noting down anything and everything that you are grateful for. Now, no matter how much you hate your work, how much you don't like working in that particular environment, if you look carefully, there must be so much to be grateful for. For example, the fact in itself that you have a job, that is amazing. So you make the secretary write that down, and then you say thank you, thank you, thank you. Then the next thing, when you go, you must be having a desk, a cabin, anything where you sit. You just sit there and say thank you, thank you, thank you. Then you must be other people, some clerical staff that help you in working. So think about that and say thank you, thank you, thank you. Then there might be, even if there is one colleague that you get along with, so you say thank you for that. Your job, your boss might be a good person, and in most cases, people say that their bosses are not nice. And if that is the case with you, I will tell you another magical trick. If you complain a lot about your boss, and I'm not saying that he's not like that. He might be someone who gives you a tough time. But then try to look at the positives in it. Maybe that boss might have given you an opportunity to grow. Maybe you might have learned a lot by him. And if nothing of this works, and he's an extremely pathetic person, because most of us think that way. But I believe from the bottom of my heart that if you start looking at positives in other people, you will find something. So you can think about that and be grateful for that. Or you can just say that thank you for having a good boss. You will understand the concept of it later on in these practices that we will be doing. But focus on all those things in your job that are good enough. And at the end of the day, think about the paycheck that you get. Think about all the work that you are able to do. Think about the ability of your mind to be working. Think about the different gadgets that you use while working. All that they make your life easy. So there is so much to be grateful for. If you enjoy your lunchtime, think about that and be grateful for that as well. Because remember, if you want to have a lot of success in life, you will have to be grateful for, and you will have to pay attention to the little things that we don't pay attention to. And at the end of the days, you will be surprised and amazed to see that how lovely work your invisible manager must have done. And he might be having a long list. I'm sure about it. And another important thing, if you are in a business, for that business to be grateful of every possible aspect of it. Be grateful to your customers. Be grateful if you are able to have a good satisfactory review after a customer leaves. This is what I always do. I'm extremely grateful to anyone and everyone who walks into my office, and even if they give me a good compliment, even if they praise the space that I've created for them, and almost everyone does that, and that is the magical power of gratitude. Because I love my place like anything. Anyone and everyone who has stepped into my office, if you are one of those people, you must be knowing what I'm talking about. Everyone says it is such a nice and calm and positive place. And that is because I pay gratitude every single day, every single minute. And this is the same that you need to train yourself for. Okay? And after this, the reward is this, that within a week, you will see how much more work you will be able to do. If you are in a business, you will see how much more orders you will be getting, how your dealing with people changes, how you will start liking the environment, and maybe all of a sudden you get a new and a very lovely other job opportunity. So do it and see how the magic begins. Take care. Have a good day.